Guys, you know me, I do not impress easily, but today's sponsor actually shocked me. It's a brand new shaving company called House of Atlas, and they sent me their razor. Listen, I will rock the stubble, but I prefer to be clean shaven. And this razor is the best razor I've ever had in my life. It's got a weighted handle that feels like it was engineered for a champion, not some weightless garbage. And the precision trim edge, it cleaned up my sideburns and right under the nose, almost like I had a personal barber in the room. I used the shave cream, I finished with their aftershave, and I'm telling you, my skin feels smooth and refreshed, almost like I'm ready for success. This isn't grooming. I want you to think of this as self-care with swagger. And here's the kicker. House of Atlas is now in Target stores nationwide. That's right. Next time you're at Target, you're maybe grabbing some paper towels. Pick up a razor that's worth your time. I'm telling you, you can finally stop wasting your money on junk that doesn't perform. Grab House of Atlas next time you're at Target. Or right from home, just go to Target.com. Start shaving like you mean it. I just left the offices out here in Vegas still. I just left the UFC offices, which you guys know is the PI. And everybody has an opinion on Ilia Topuria. It's one of the hottest conversations going around. Good opinions. Ilia Topuria is the best. Ilia Topuria is the best boxer. Ilia Topuria is going to headline the White House card. But they weren't all. You know, here's an argument that I heard, and I'm trying to think on it. And it's normally the thing that would piss me off. But it's the person that made the argument. Someone you know, somebody very reasonable. Very reasonable and respected, and they just said, look, Ilia should have been stripped. Say Gaethje and Patty shouldn't be fighting for the vacated title. They should be fighting for the interim title. They should be fighting for the undisputed title. So how do you get to that conclusion? They said, what do we have an interim championship for? They were trying to walk me down like a history lesson. Like, what is the history of the interim championship and how we came up with in the first place? And the suggestion was that the interim title is for somebody. All right. When you don't take the belt off the champion, that is done out of illness or injury. And when somebody is sick or hurt, we show them grace. There's a history behind that. Dominick Cruz would be the first example. 3.5 years without a title defense, but every bad thing that could happen that was outside of his control did happen, and they had grace. Dana met with him face to face and was supposed to take the belt off him. Called him in to have a face to face to take the belt off him. And so I'm not going to do it. Not only did he not take the belt off him, right? Dominick had 3 ACL surgeries in 3.5 years. Not only did they not take the belt off him, they ended up putting him on a stipend. So listen, you're a prize fighter and you're not able to fight, and we know you got bills. And so I'm just sharing, but with grace was shown. This was the first time. So this is the precedent set. And so we don't do a lot of interim championships, or I apologize. This is the time that we would do an interim championship, is illness or injury. The argument that was made today about Ilia Topuria was that he should have been stripped because he doesn't have an illness or an injury. Whatever he's got going, if it's absent of illness or injury, just have the belt taken off him. If you're not willing to go out and defend, that is what a closet champion is, and therefore cannot be a champion. I never thought about it in those regards, and I'm definitely not here with you today to agree with that. I'm actually on a very different opinion of Ilia Topuria. I wish him well. I think he's in a tough spot and has shared more information with us than he would like to share with us. I want that to all work out for him. And by the way, I thought he was a real man for stepping forward and saying, guys, get on with it. He was willing to be stripped. He gave up the 45-pound title because he didn't want to hold up the boys and knew he wasn't going to go back to that weight class. I thought that was a man move. I thought that took a lot of courage. So he tried to do the same thing at 55. He said, get on with it. Make your announcements. Do your thing. You're not going to do it without me because I'm not going to be here for a little bit. But they said no. So we're going to keep the belt on you and we're going to do it for an interim championship. And today, for the first time ever, it was suggested to me that that was the wrong call, that they should have taken the belt off him. And the reason for that was an interim time. I'm trying to quote this person. An interim title is for illness or injury. And Ilia's choice to not defend is not based around illness or injury. And therefore, no matter what a human element we want to have or how nice we want to be, because it does not fall into a category of illness or injury, the belt should not stay with him. It should come off him. It was just an interesting point. It was interesting. I heard it. I was mad about it at first because I'm very much on Ilia's side. I'm very much an Ilia believer. But maybe there's something to that. I mean, at what point do you take the belt off him? With Dominick Cruz, there was 3.5 years, but there was an ACL. He then recovered from it, started training again, tore his other ACL. Recovered, started training again, tore it again. And it was just the world's worst luck. And it would feel like kicking a guy when he's down. We don't do that. But that isn't what happened here. There is no illness or injuries. That's something that we need to consider. I am. Right? First time I've heard it, and it's not a lot of heart involved. It's pretty cold. But this is a cold business. It's a cold sport. A sport based on damage that takes place in a steel cage. Should you keep the belt if you refuse to fight, and your refusal to fight is not based on illness or injury? That is the question. That's the proposal. What do you think?